Hello and welcome to the Marine Channel. Thank you for joining us. Today I'm going to take you on board this, which is a Duchy 25. Now Duchy, they're made by a boat builder called Cockwells, down a beautiful part of England, just outside of Falmouth. And they've been making boats for a number of years. They're very, very high quality. I mean, you'll see it as we go aboard, but just look at the frames on this one around the windows. They're absolutely gorgeous. But what's special about this boat is it's the first Duchy that is trailerable. So it's 25 feet long, and the reason that you can trailer this boat is because it's outboard power. So it's the first time a Duchy's had an outboard power on it. You can have a range of engines. Now, interestingly, this particular one is a 40 horsepower because the customer that's bought this boat is going to use it on the River Thames. So that's all the power that he needs or she needs to be able to maintain a speed of under 6 knots. You don't want to be going fast on the Thames, you get a fine for that. But you can have up to 200 horsepower on this. And with 200 horsepower, it's predicted to hit the kind of mid-20s, sort of 24, 26 flat out, if that's the kind of speed that you need. And this is a world debut. This is hull number 1. So we're very, very lucky to be going on board this boat very shortly. Prices start at about 190,000 plus local taxes. Obviously it all depends on how you specify the boat. There's a few options on this one, but nothing kind of hugely dramatic. So in terms of price, this is almost a standard boat. And obviously depending on your power output, that price will rise as well. Just a couple of things to point out here. If you look there, that seat that runs along the back, you can see some hinges. So you can either get on through this sort of little bathing platform here, or you can walk along the side. But if you come on from the back, you can fold that seat back down and then step straight into the cockpit. So this boat's actually based on the 27. It's the same hull as the 27 effectively, so it's got all that good seakeeping quality, but then they chop a couple of feet out the length here. Why and how? Well, because we haven't got inboard power, we can liberate that space. So let's hop aboard. With the magic of television, we are on board here, and now we've got this big U-shape seating area. This table here, by the way, all the woodwork that you see is English oak. Isn't that gorgeous? So you've got seating there, I'd say conservatively 6 people, possibly a couple more. Fold that one up out of the way, and then you can see down here as well. You can have some infill cushions, so you can put the slats across there, and then this whole kind of area becomes either a day bed or a sun pad or whatever you like. Just get a view out there over the back. I'll show you how this back seat folds as well. There you go. So getting on and off is nice and easy. Some massive storage here as well. I'll just show you this because I was really impressed by this. Lift that one up. So you've got your storage that goes down there, but it actually runs all the way along this seating area here. So if I fold that one back up, come back a little bit, and under here we can lift these seats up, and then you've got a run of storage that goes all the way along here. So loads and loads of space. So you can put all your fenders and all your bits and pieces in there. I've said that this is all oak. This is actually synthetic teak. So the bits of woodwork, if you like, that take the hammering from the weather and the salt and the sun and all that kind of stuff, this is all synthetic, but the quality is outstanding. Same on the floor there, so you're not going to have problems with fading and all that kind of stuff. It's a helm seat. This one will turn around as well. So say you can sit half a dozen people around the table there, but you can involve the skipper as well. And then the same thing here on the navigator seat. You can see here as well, there's these footrests that can fold down out the way. These little cupboards, which we've got both sides, are just access to inspection points, so you can get there to your water and your bilges and all that kind of stuff. Same thing on this side over here. And then let's just have a look at the helm position. So this one's got 2 screens. The second screen up here, this Raymarine, is an option, but I think it's a really nice option because then you can leave that with all your mapping, and you can have this down here for all your onboard systems. So you can kind of look at all those bits, switch between dials, and this is all configurable. It's got digital fuses as well, so you can reset them from here. This one's got a bow thruster, always useful. It's an option, but I think it's probably an option most of these boats will go out with. And then we've got our throttle down here. So just pan round, again you can just see quality of stainless steel on these window frames is absolutely gorgeous. You've got 2 wipers there as well, so great vision out. And then pan back down here. A couple of things to point out. So underneath the navigator seat, we've got a fridge ready with a bottle of champagne for if you place your order at the show. And then over here, we've got some beautiful custom glasses. So these were an option specified by the owner. And if you look very closely, you can see Duchy 25 engraved on there. So a very nice touch. And then underneath here, this can be specified as a tool area, or in this case just for odds and ends to be stored. Very, very configurable boat in terms of things like cockpit upholstery. This has got kind of a soft sort of fabric effect, which the owner specified. You can have the, I think it's called Silvertex, a kind of slightly more kind of synthetic feel to it, but great in all the weather. And then things like these covers, this spray cover on here, again you can specify colours, and they're all options, but it does look rather nice with this up and gives it a little bit more protection. So let's make our way below, down a couple of steps here, and then on our port side we've got a little kind of food prep galley area there, lid there for the sink. Oh, incredibly heavy sink. Again, some storage in here for bits and bobs, and our cups up there. So no cooking facilities on this boat. There's no generator, but you can obviously run things off shore power when you're moored up. And then the area at the bow here is effectively identical to the 27. So as I said, the 27 hull has been shortened by 2 feet. That shortening happens aft. So everything, you know, if you like, we're looking at here is the same as you get on the 27. You can see down here as well, you can have your infill cushions fit there. And what's a really neat touch, so make this into a double berth, is those infill cushions are actually these. So quite often you get infill cushions that when they're not in use you've got to store somewhere. Not the case on this boat. You take them off and then you fit them down there, and this becomes a large double. Bit of natural light up here as well. We haven't got standing headroom, but I'm sat here very comfortably. Yeah, for a 25-foot boat, very impressive. Lots of storage space down here. I won't open every cupboard because people get bored of that, but we've got lots of storage space there. And actually this is pretty much a hanging locker. Well, it is a hanging locker, all illuminated. And then we've got our little little heads in here. So again, not standing headroom, but beautifully finished, good size, proper loo. And then we've got a shower head that's fitted on there. So for overnighting, absolutely more than capable. Got to have a little look here. There you go. A little bit more storage. Perfect. So there you go. That's the Duchy 25, first time trailerable, 2.5 tons, sub 200,000 plus your local taxes. And whether it's river or sea you intend to use it on, I think this ticks a lot of the boxes. Beautifully made. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Well debut. It's always fun to get on the boat when it's the first time it's been seen by the public. It's been super busy, so thank you as well to all the team here at Cockwells for giving us access to the boat. If you like the review, put your thumbs up, give us a like, subscribe, spread the word, share it with everyone else, but most importantly, keep coming back. That's why we do the videos. Thanks very much, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.